A rifle doesn't necessarily blend into its environment. It leaves a recognizable silhouette. The hunter and the warfighter alike can benefit from camouflaging your weapon to its environment. In today's pro tip, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. But the first step is proper cleaning. In order to properly clean your weapon, you're going to need these items before you begin. Masking tape, foam earplugs, eye protection, chemical gloves, gun scrubber, acetone, brake cleaner, or some other degreasing solvent that doesn't leave a residue, spray paint, and newspaper or paper towel. Begin by field stripping your weapon, ensuring that the bolt carrier and charging handle is removed. Next, orient yourself over a bucket so you can catch the solvent you're about to spray. One thing you should know about the solvent, it is highly toxic and flammable, so ensure that you're working in a well-ventilated area and not near an open flame. Begin by spraying half of the weapon from top to bottom, ensuring all dirt and oil runs down the weapon and into the bucket. Once that's done, wipe it down with a clean rag and set it aside. Pick up the other half of the weapon and repeat these steps. Once that is complete, do it again to ensure all dirt and oil is removed from the weapon entirely. Now it's important to let this rifle dry off for at least an hour to ensure all the solvent is dried. If not, the tape won't adhere properly. In the meantime, I have a rifle I've already taped off, and I can illustrate to you where you need to tape it to Army specifications. Key features to tape are the barrel inside the handguard and out, the front sight post, and the rear facing portion of the A-frame or gas block. If you have a rail equipped on your weapon, you need to tape off the slots that have rail number markings. Any moving part on the weapon and any markings, safety selector, trigger, magazine catch, semi-safe burst markings, and most importantly is the rear sight. Any paint inside this sight might render it inoperable. In order to ensure that paint does not get inside the barrel or the weapon, you'll want to insert a foam earplug inside the flash hider with firm pressure. Do not use a screwdriver or any other type of tool to do this. Firm manual pressure is enough. You can also wedge a piece of paper towel in between the upper and lower, then close it and trim off any excess to ensure paint does not find its way into the weapon. Fill the entire upper receiver void with paper towel all the way up to the chamber, but do not enter the chamber or the barrel. You may also enter a magazine into the lower receiver to ensure that paint does not get inside of the magazine well. A lot of you traditional hunters use bolt guns. While the cleaning procedures remain the same, there are some minor variances in the areas that you need to tape off before you begin painting. You're going to want to ensure that the muzzle is taped off, also ensure that the bolt is removed, and any portion of the ejection port needs to be taped off as well. The trigger and any external moving parts also need to be taped off before you proceed to paint. All right, this rifle is now primed and ready for paint. The next thing we have to do is head out to the field and give it a couple of coats. When applying spray paint, always remember to use thin, even coats and allow each coat to dry completely before applying a different coat. When you're choosing the colors for your spray paint, always take into consideration the environment in which you're operating. This will help you blend your weapon into the environment. If at all possible, try to make sure you're outside when you're using spray paint. If it's not possible, try to be in a well-ventilated area because the fumes are toxic. Because we're at Fort Benning, Georgia, I'm using this pine twig as a stencil for my weapon. You can do the same thing no matter what environment you're in. Just remember to use local foliage in order to blend your weapon in. I've showed you the proper military way to paint a weapon, and this goes for you hunters as well. Until next time, stay Army strong.